to my kitchen. I'm Molly from the blog Plum Branch Home, and today I'm showing you how to make my sourdough blueberry cheesecake muffins. They're made with wholesome ingredients, simple steps, and they are so much better than the Martha White store-bought brand. Let's go make them. We're first going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder into your bowl. I like to use an aluminum-free kind. Next, we're going to add in half of a teaspoon of salt. I like to use sea salt. Then we'll add in 1 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour, as well as 3/4 of a cup of pure cane sugar. And finally, we'll add in 1 cup of dried blueberries. Now, many of you might be wondering, why not fresh blueberries? So when you make a store-bought prepackaged brand or you go to a bakery, a lot of times they're gonna have dried blueberries instead of fresh. Sometimes you will find fresh blueberries, but the reason is they're less moisture and they taste really, really good in a muffin batter. So that's why we're using dried in this recipe. So now we're gonna grab a whisk and we're just gonna stir this to combine. We wanna get all those blueberries coated in flour. That way they don't stick. Once everything is combined, you're then going to grab 4 ounces of plain cream cheese. So no sweeteners, nothing, just plain cream cheese. And you're gonna tear it into small pieces with your hands. So like tiny little pieces just like this, and then you're gonna drop it in. This is what it will look like when you're done. Now we're going to take our whisk and we're going to stir this together. Again, we wanna make sure everything is coated. So each piece of cream cheese needs to be coated in the flour mixture. That way they don't stick when they're baking. Once you have that done, we're then going to add in 1/3 of a cup of sourdough discard, aka unfed starter, and then 1/4 of a cup of avocado oil. You could also use melted butter. Next, we'll add in 1 egg, half of a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, and finally 1 cup of milk. I like to use whole milk, but you can use any kind. And then you're gonna grab your whisk and we're gonna combine this together. Now you wanna make sure you do not overmix your batter or your muffins will come out dense. So just mix it until everything is combined. At this point, after you've mixed your batter, you can add a lid or saran wrap to the top of your bowl to make it airtight, and then you can place it in the refrigerator up to 24 hours. Let it cold ferment, which adds more gut benefits because the cultures in the sourdough ferment all of the other ingredients. You're getting some by just adding your starter into this recipe, but whenever you let it cold ferment for 24 hours, the cultures ferment all of the other ingredients and give you even more. Again, totally optional. And then we're gonna grab a 12-count muffin pan. You can either line this with muffin liners or you can brush it with melted butter and then dust it with flour, turn it upside down, pound the bottom and get the excess out. And then you have a greased pan. That's what I did. Now you're gonna grab a spoon or some kind of scoop, and then we're gonna fill up each muffin well almost to the top. You'll leave maybe a centimeter from the top of the well, but we're basically gonna fill these all the way up. That's for a reason. It creates a great muffin top, just like you would want from a bakery. So let's do that. These muffins are perfect for spring. They are amazing for the month of May when they're in season. Now that our batter is scooped into our muffin tin, we're going to bake this at 375 degrees for 22 to 25 minutes. When you get your muffins out of the oven, you'll check them with a toothpick just to ensure they're completely cooked. So that means you'll just take a toothpick and insert it into the middle of a muffin. Bring it out if there's anything on it, like a batter. It needs 2 more minutes. If there is nothing on there, they're completely cooked and ready to go. When your muffins are done cooking, get them out, let them cool in the pan for about 5 minutes on a cooling rack or a coaster. And then after that, you can pop them out and enjoy. And that's how you make sourdough blueberry cheesecake muffins. They're so simple and easy and so delicious. You can find the full written recipe down in the description below, and that's where you can print and save this recipe. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time. Bring life into your home through the kitchen. Let's give one a try. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. That is so good. You get bites of blueberry and cream cheese in every single bite. Let me show you what this looks like. Oh my gosh, this is so good.